Lose weight or die. Hey guys, this is Dr. Kurt Bravata, aka Live Free MD, here on the Live Free or Diet podcast on YouTube and Rumble. Lose weight or die is what a cardiologist told one of my patients who at the time was struggling with obesity. Now, while I don't disagree with the sentiment that this patient needed to lose weight and that doing so would improve his overall health and especially his cardiovascular health, I started thinking about that sentiment and that saying, lose weight or die, as I was playing around with it in my mind and I was thinking about the harshness of what this cardiologist said to my patient and how my patient was offended, hurt, and felt like his trust was in some way breached by this cardiologist. I started thinking, live free, lose weight, live free, live free or diet, live free or die. And so as I was playing around with that, at the time I was also thinking about writing a book, and I was thinking about the title of what title I wanted to use for my book. And eventually I settled on the title, Live Free or Diet. And the reason why I came up with that title and decided that that was an appropriate title to use for my book after hearing what this cardiologist told my patient was that I realized that there's a lot more to health and wellness than just dieting, and that dieting also and often involves binging and purging, which is really an unhealthy relationship with food, where we're losing weight and then we're regaining it, and it's this kind of yo-yo effect, this rebound effect. And I thought this is really not sustainable. And um, I'd been, jotting down some notes about what I wanted to put in a book, and so when I started to formulate my ideas in a more cohesive manner for this book, um, I wanted to get the message across to my patients that, and to my readers that you can live a lifestyle of health and wellness that embraces a more holistic model of nutrition, diet, exercise, and spiritual well-being. And that this can be done in a way that doesn't involve this binging, purging, yo-yo effect. And there are a lot of things that I put in that book that I'd written over really 30 to 40 years of my life, things that I'd been mulling over, essays that I'd written, poems that I'd written, and then just the general medical information that I'd accumulated through medical school residency and over 10 years of medical practice. Now, people ask me, did I use any AI when I was writing the book? And the only places where I used any AI was generating the images that I used in the book, because I wanted them to be original images that I didn't pull from other stock sources. And also, I did use Perplexity and Grok in doing some research and then coalescing that medical information into summaries that would be useful and understandable in my book, and also in helping to develop historical timelines when I was talking about things such as the history of vaccines, etc. Things that I didn't know off the top of my head. So that's the only place where I used AI, and I think that that's probably, not more than 3 to 4% of the whole book. So not a ton of AI use. A lot of the stuff I wrote before AI was even developed. Um, you know, so um, you know, I just want you to know that this book is authentic, that it's got my heart and soul in it, that it is not your typical diet book, it's not your typical self-help book. It really is a coalescence of over 40 years of knowledge and the tools and life hacks that I've developed that have been proven successful in my life, And I'm still a work in progress, but I wanted you to have those tools at your disposal. So I hope you enjoy my book, and I hope that you find it useful and that you share it with others. God bless and be well.